Hello. I just turned it off. She just had a brain fart, I guess. No, all my screens turned off, which makes me think it's some sort of graphics. I do, so that's probably what it is. Because you said my camera went out too, but audio doesn't go through graphics, does it? So it was probably my graphics card that crashed. This church and the steeple and all the people. Can I get a roll, please? Talk. Oh, nope, that worked. Okay. We're back. Sorry about the technical difficulties. The stream worked, so if I still have backup, because it said something happened with the recording, but it's fine. I have backup, so another benefit of streaming. All right. Where did we leave off? So essentially, this guy said, you know, you can't be here. You have to leave now. Leave immediately. Go, run.
Yeah, and then I think Van asked why, and you cut out.
Okay, let me get back into character. He will know you're here. He sees all who comes to this place.
Who comes here?
Lord of Craven Hill. Once my friend, now my captor. Haruman.
Ooh. Shite. Oh, Ramon, is he the one who put you here?
He will not let us go. None of us.
Do you have a name?
I have a name, and it's a good one. Yes, he will say, I am Jander Sunstar.
Familiar.
At least I once was.
Is the surname Sunstar in any way familiar to Ophelia?
Familiar to all of us. He was like Elanthius' right-hand man.
Make a history check, Ophelia.
Yeah.
But yes, you do know that. But I want to see something else. Yeah, no,
No.
you don't know. But yes, according to the information you have learned.
Why were you put here?
This is my punishment. My penitence. My truth.
What could have you done to deserve all this?
It is a long tale. You shouldn't be here.
If we remove you from the spikes, will you survive?
You mustn't. You mustn't. You must go. Before he comes.
We came here for help. I think we came here for you. We're looking... Well, she's gonna look towards Gauntlet, like, did she continue? We're looking for the Sword of Zariel. We were led to believe someone here knows its location.
When you say the Sword of Zariel, his eyes clear again. He's in and out of it, right? He comes back. And he's about to say something when he sees Lulu. And he locks in. That creature. I once knew one of its kind.
The Holophant. No, go ahead.
I think it might have been her.
Lulu. Lulu sheepishly is like, yeah, that's me. You were once a friend of Zariel. You rode with her. He sort of trails off again, like it's almost like he's finally being able to get rest, you know, because you took some of that weight off of him. So now he's like almost falling asleep, like he's like so exhausted.
That's a restoration probably wouldn't help. What if... Can I tell, is he alive?
Oh yeah.
In the sense that
More...
we would be alive?
Yes. More alive than those petitioners over there.
Then Ophelia's gonna try lay on hands.
Okay. You place your Zariel's gauntlet upon him, and holy energy washes over him, and he pain again. What do you want of me?
I'm sorry to keep doing this to you, but it's imperative we know where the Sword of Zariel is.
I know not the Sword of Zariel, where it could be.
Anything you have that could help us. We are working to save your city.
My city.
You hail from Elturel, do you not? If my notes are correct.
gets real sad. Like, almost to a pitiful degree.
Ophelia's going to turn towards Gauntlet. All right, let's make a decision. Are we pulling him off or not? I'm willing to do it myself.
I think if we do that, Haruman shows up and kills us all.
It sounds like he might show up and kill us all one way or the other.
But we might have more time to learn something if we don't pull him off. I don't know. And after that Orthon, I don't want a bounty from Zariel on any of us.
Oh, what is she gonna do? Claim my soul again? Zariel pretty much already has a bounty on me.
No, but she'll start sending more and more bounty hunters faster and faster.
Something tells me I'm rather small time compared to what we're after. Lulu, the sword, all the other artifacts.
It's all one package.
She learns that we seek the sword. I think we just put ourselves number one on her list.
I just don't want to leave him here.
He
Not
will
like this.
He will speak up. He will come.
What was different with you from Atlantis and Haruman? Why are they still serving Zariel while you aren't?
It is a long tale. Much has happened.
Oh, Yale. Do you know what became of her?
If you take me down, I will not survive. But I may be able to help you. But the boy that I once called friend, he burns with hate. And he will come for you.
You speak of Haruman.
He tries to nod, but it's...
He's already after us, so I mean, not much to be gained there.
Is that why the Sturges are here? To keep you alive?
He saved the worst for me. He tries a motion with his shoulder to his head. Cursed me so that I might live forever.
Any... Any chance we can determine if this curse is... He can never ever die, or...
No, he will definitely die if you take him off of this fucking tree. It's kind of a unit thing. It's a very esoteric sort of curse deal.
Okay.
So you can't be saved, but you can help us somehow?
He nods. Well, actually, he says, all that I can do is tell you what I know.
Well,
That's all we can
much
ask.
appreciate.
I wish to know peace. Please give that peace to me.
You help us, I will.
He's gonna tell you. I was born in Evermeet, but I was struck by wanderlust and I left the Isle at a young age for my kind. I thought to see the world, to test myself, fool that I was. In the western heartlands, in the far hills, I was ambushed and captured. Taken by a war band of goblins and dragged north to the goblin marches. There I was broken into slavery in the mines beneath Arugal. But for a long while in my life, I was glad that I was. Because it was there that I met him. Haruman. At the time, he was but 10 winters old. Born into slavery, the boy had never known sunlight. His parents executed when he was still very young. I saw him in the mines, small but sharp. His eyes never stopped watching. He remembered everything. Every step, every weak gait, every careless goblin word. And where others despaired, Haruman whispered of hope, of sunlight, of freedom. He was but a child, but to his fellow slaves, he became a leader. And to me, he became my dearest friend. When the goblins had killed an elder who had once protected him, Haruman's grief turned to fury. He swore that he would never die in darkness, and that oath became our fire. One night he gave the signal. The boy was not but 11 years old, and he led us, all of us. Haruman ran out in front and fought with bravery I'd never seen. And I was there by his side through it all. The revolt was swift and merciless, and Haruman himself led us out of the goblin marches, free. And the world named him the Boy Warlord. A child, yet already a conqueror. And at the age of 13, he had gathered warriors enough to march and take Farkeep from the goblins. And I was ever by his side, his protector, his captain, his friend. And for years we drove the goblins from the far hills until it was all but settled. And for a time there was peace. But peace never sat well with Haruman. He was fire. fire must burn. Governing things wearied him. He longed for battle. And then, after nearly 8 years, I was on a journey east when I heard whispers, carried by traveling merchants. Rumors of a host gathering in Elturel. Men and women drawn from all across Faerun, calling themselves the Crusaders. At their head, not a mortal lord, but an angel. Zariel, warrior of Celestia. And their purpose was beyond anything the realms had ever seen. To ride against the abyss itself. To strike not only raiding demons, but to carve a foothold in the very pit and push them back from the plains forever. When I brought this word to Haruman, I saw the hunger in him ignite. Here at last was the war he had been yearning for. Not raiding goblins, but a holy war against evil itself. Within a month, he had summoned every knight and soldier who would ride with him. Together we rode to Elturel. When we came to Elturel, Haruman wasted no time. Before Zariel herself, he swore his loyalty, and the loyalty of all his men. He pledged not just service, but devotion, body and soul, to her holy war. And it was there that he first stood beside her generals, Lord Olanthius of Elturel, and Lady Yale of Idleglen. He has to take a break for a second. It's been a lot of talking for him. He was the youngest of them by far, but he was bold, and his fire caught Zariel's eye. In only a short span, she raised him up as her third general, and Haruman took to it as if he was born for it. I was placed as High Captain, giving me command of the cavalry of Haruman's banners and several cohorts from the Crusaders. And he starts to get, like, listful. With each passing week, Haruman was less by my side and more at Zariel's. He burned bright in her light. His devotion to her was unlike any other. I was proud of him. But it wasn't long before the call to action came. A rider out of the east brought news of Idleglen. There was an attack. A horde of demons. Not just a raid, but an army. And a lord among demons led them. Beast of butchery. Our council was brief. Zariel set the vanguard to ride at once. Herself, Yale, Olanthius, and Haruman at the point. To break the assault before it broke the village. She ordered me to hold back a reserve for a measured count of hours. I was to secure the road east for reinforcement. That was the last time I stood near Haruman. No words between us. His helm already in his hand. His eyes on the horizon. I never even had the chance to wish him well. But when I finally reached Idleglen, it was all ablaze. The dead lay strewn about the place in piles, and the fields were stained with their blood, though few living demon or crusader remained. Word reached us in the chaos. Lady Yale had been captured The beast himself had seized her and dragged her through a portal east of the village. We regrouped what few still stood. I felt a deep dread. I feared for Haruman. And I feared where I thought that portal led. The abyss. If this was the ruin that demons wrought on mortal soil, what would they do in their own pit? But I had no choice. So I rallied my men and we rode through. And as he's saying this, he looks up, and it's as if you can see the reflection of the war happening in his eyes. It's the meme of the battle going on in the background, and the guy's just standing there. This is the most traumatic thing that's ever happened to this man. I was right to fear, but wrong in my guess. It was not the abyss that awaited us. It was hell. Avernus. On the other side of the portal was an awaiting horde of demons. They crashed down on our already broken host below the portal. But then, just as the battle came into our view, then the devils came. A legion from the hills on the flank of the battlefield. They immediately fell upon both demon and crusader alike. There was no line, no order, only slaughter. I saw Zariel rise to meet a devil lord in the sky. I saw Yale and Olanthius still driving their men. And then Ahriman. Alone. Separated from his cohort. Fighting. I spurred my horse, but before I could reach him, I saw the blow fall. I saw him torn from his saddle. Struck down. And I think he's going to look up at the most sympathetic person so far, which has probably been Ophelia. And Ophelia, he is looking into your soul right now. Right? Like, he's not even talking to anybody but you when he says this. When I saw him fall, I did not see the Lord Knight of the far hills. I saw the boy. The boy who freed me from chains. The boy who swore we would see sunlight together. The boy who carried hope like a torch in the dark. And I watched that boy fall. Something inside me broke. My courage had shattered. I only saw the truth. We could not win this. Not against both hell and the abyss at once. I faltered. I turned. I began shouting. Shouting orders. Orders of retreat. To flee. And my men, they obeyed. They trusted me. And I led them like a coward. Word spread like wildfire. Many made it back through. Even some nearby the portal managed to escape. But as I came back into the world, I realized what I had done. I had abandoned them. I abandoned Zariel. Abandoned Haruman. I tried to turn them back. Gods forgive me, I tried. But by the time I had rallied the troops, the portal was gone. Closed. The others were lost forever. And he gets quiet for a long time. And he sort of comes back to. When the people of Elturel asked what happened, no one man spoke the truth. Because the truth would have condemned us all. Some did not even know the order to retreat came from the general. Know if the order to retreat came from the generals or not. No one wanted to ask. No one wanted to know. So we told stories. Stories of valor. Of Olanthius standing tall and fighting beside Lady Yale, and ordering us to flee so that he could fall as a captain should. Of how we fought through hell itself and returned scarred, triumphant. Lies! All lies! But they named us heroes. They called us Hell Riders. As I was the highest ranking officer to survive, they made me High Rider of Elturel. A hero. A savior. But I was no hero. I was a deserter. A traitor. And I lived with that lie for 5 long years, and it ate me alive, until one day I could bear it no longer. I resigned my position, and I cast myself from a cliff into the Chianthar, praying for release. But death gave me no peace. My soul was dragged back here to Avernus, and I was remade into the man I was in life. A man I despised. And it was here I found him again. Haruman. But he was not the boy who freed me from bondage all those years ago. Not the friend I once loved. He was changed, twisted by rage and by fury. All that fire I once admired had burned away into something cruel and hateful. And God's, his hate for me was most of all. He remembered me. He knew that I left him. And the boy who once gave me hope now looked at me with nothing but burning hatred. To him, I was the one who damned them all. It was he who built this hill. He who took the Hell Riders who deserted and crucified them here. And for me, he saved the worst. Curse me to live again, to feel every wound, to bleed and drink the blood of my brothers, to feed on their agony so my own torment may never end. Here I hang, eternal, impaled upon his hatred of me, because in Haruman's eyes no torment could ever match my betrayal. The boy I loved, the boy who was once my dearest friend, hates me so deeply that he has made me his eternal prisoner. And that, more than these spikes or this curse, is what breaks me. He gets real quiet, and you can actually see, like, he's crying. As difficult as that will be for him.
Wow.
What do you even say to that?
But that's all he knows. He was only part of certain parts of the battle. He was only there for certain elements.
I think I've heard enough.
Go ahead.
Then she'll just say something like that and kind of trail off again.
I think Lulu will flutter up towards him. She'll say, "It's okay. You were scared. Even I get scared sometimes. I forgive you."
It's one thing to stand tall of yourself against insurmountable odds. But you were in charge of men who wanted to go home, who had lives and families. Leading them into a suicidal march would have helped nobody. And if Haruman is so angry at you for abandoning him, he should answer to why he fell and left you alone to deal with it. That's what happened, isn't it? He left you, and you had to make a choice.
I mean, yes, that is what happened, but he doesn't see it that way.
No,
But fucking take an inspiration. That was really good. Thank you for actually listening to what I was just reading for 10 minutes.
whatever penance you think you need, this is far beyond what you deserve. You've paid your dues. All of your men have.
I would have done the same.
I mean, at the end of it all, who saved lives that day? Chander or Haruman?
I have thought a long while. And though I understand Haruman's hate, I wish for peace. And I have told you my story so that you might know the truth. I know not who you are or what you really want. But I have cleared my conscience. Allow me to be selfish once again.
gonna look towards the group, as in... Anyone else want to speak up?
What more is there to say?
I mean, I have so many questions, but man has earned his rest.
Ranger Sunstar? You will get your rest, and I'll swear on my oath. Haruman would be put to peace in some manner. I don't know how yet, but I will make sure he no longer boils in hate for the rest of eternity.
He's a good lad.
She's gonna reach up, putting her hands kind of like underneath his armpits,
Uh-huh.
pull him off of.
There's pain, but I think it is overrode in his brain by euphoria. Right? Like, this is the best, like, it's a drop of water in years and years of desert. You know, like, it is just the best thing he has ever... He's so grateful, just everything. And as you sort of lift him off, he winces, and you can sort of set him on the ground. I imagine that's what you're gonna do. You kind of set him down on the ground. There's a gaping fucking hole in his chest, and he sort of puts a hand over it, and he says, "I hope you can forgive me, Haruman." And that's the last thing that he says.
As he fades out, Ophelia's going to put the gauntlet at hand, kind of on his cheek, holding it, and she'll say, "It's time to rest, soldier." And she's going to cast Gentle Repose on him.
Awesome. Cool. Sweet.
Just in case it may help him in his
cool.
transition.
Absolutely. That is so cool.
Very, very, very nice touch.
As he lays to rest, you cast your Gentle Repose. And you will see a little bit of gold, like a shimmering light, sort of come out of the ground. Looks like a vine. And it slowly curls around one of his arms. And then one more, and one more, and one more. As from hell itself, divinity can be found. As it washes over him, sort of coating his body in this golden sheen that eventually shimmers, and the vines retract, wither away and die, actually. And he lays there.
Well, at least he has his rest now, but looking at the state he was in, I suddenly don't feel so bad for the fate that Gast had, which I thought I would never find myself saying, but here we are.
Shield is big mad you said that. The shield is like, no, wrong. It's way worse.
Feels that like tug and like kind of like you see like a dizzy expression on her face. But all the more reason now. Haramon, Olanthius, Zariel, all of them. They don't deserve a speck of redemption. You see her expression kind of shift.
Change, right?
I'd say peace would be acceptable for them.
Is it? I mean, they clearly don't offer peace to those who serve them.
There's kind of a very pointed look to her face, like peace has more than one meaning in this instance.
True.
Hurt or not, this sort of eternal punishment doesn't befit any crime.
This is a perversion of justice to sadism. No lesson was learned here, just pain.
I think we'll have a hard time explaining that to Haramon whenever he comes for us now.
We just probably committed the greatest blasphemy in his eyes. When he comes for us, there's not going to be a conversation.
There was no conversation before, so I don't see what's different.
What was the last thing you just told our friend Jander or Sunstar here before he said we can rest now? That our man would find his peace.
I did, and I swore it on my honor. I will find a way to ensure that Haramon is no longer roaming the hells, eternally burning in anger. Now, it should be obvious what my preference is for that. But if we find a more peaceful solution, or can convince him to change his ways... She kind of grumbles at this. I'm willing to accept all courses.
I think if Haramon finds us, it won't be very peaceful.
No, but we held our own against him pretty well before.
I nearly died twice, so, you know, that's...
Nearly died. Doesn't
If
count.
we weren't next to the Corona Interfector, we would have all died.
Yeah, we had our hands full.
I don't really know how to react to everything Jander's told us.
I mean, it was a lot of information, but I think the main takeaway is we still need more information, and we need more power to take down someone like Haramon. What we have now
Vin
doesn't cut it.
Vin is absolutely right. To the short of it, we have to gather our strength, we have to gather allies. We have to get more powerful. And I think there are very few options off the table.
Allies could we hope to find down here? All we found so far is madmen and devils. And madmen who are devils.
Mad women.
Mad women. Mad folk call them, okay? I'm just... There is no allies to be found against Zariel. Do you think you can go rally Bitter Breath? Well, not Red Breath. Yeah,
He
Bitter
is
Breath.
an enemy of Zariel.
You think you could rally him to our cause?
The cause is against Zariel. I'm sure there are fiends aplenty who would like to see her taken down. We just need to find them. Convince them not to kill us, but We know of possibly one already who has voiced their opinion, and she eyes go towards the shield.
Yeah, Vin's already pondering it. She's like, the time might be coming. Truly consider unlocking what more potential this shield has.
Trade one devil for another.
First things first, I think we should no longer be in a position where Haruman knows our exact location.
We can
Been
talk
like-
about this when we bed down.
Yeah, Vin like breaks out of her stupor and she goes into like paranoia mode again. She's like, right. Need to get back to Yama.
I'm honestly surprised I haven't spotted him yet.
Yeah, it is actually a little odd that oddly quiet.
It is oddly quiet. I do want to say one thing. I know you guys already got a taste of Haruman, but to get a little tiny little meta, he severely out-CRs you guys, like by a
Oh, I know.
large margin.
Yeah,
Like,
no, we learned that.
Okay, I just like his CR is way too high. But I mean,
I
I
think that it
just
was
love
both
it.
August and Brendan saying that we would have died there. You know, we get that.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's get back to Yama. Out of these.
This might be tasteless, but is there any notable item with the body that
No.
we should take with
No.
us?
Oh, let me lay you to rest, you heroic soldier.
No, there's not.
But not before I loot your body all the way.
Grab the
out.
You know
Well,
what?
we
Yeah,
went out
yeah, he does
guys.
have something. Yeah, he does. Have
I
something.
mean,
he has.
he's doing no good just
Listen,
sitting there.
he has a cape on, and on the cape is a cape holder thing, like the clasp, right? It's a fancy
I
one.
know what you mean. Like,
Yeah, a brooch kind of thing, and it is the original symbol of the Hell Riders before the sun, where they had the twin suns, and it is the same symbol. It's a horse, and then the twin suns was the old one or the new one, but the old one it has fire around it.
if we do, and she'll say this to the body as she's kind of looking it over, as she is speaking to Jander. If we make it to the material plane, I'll hold a service for you. She'll take the chain and attach it to some piece of her armor that's maybe not right in the front, but maybe around the gauntlet or something just for herself.
Thank you, One-Eye Willie. All right, so I want to know what you guys want to do now.
Get the fuck off this hill.
All right, so
That's
it's
not
going to take you
right.
another
Outta here.
3 hours to get back down this hill and another 3 Constitution saves.
Oh.
I was gonna hop on the horse and just skedaddle down. I mean,
Meet you down there.
You can.
Tanis can go into his amulet, and Vin can probably ride on the back. Although that leaves
Actually,
London in
yeah.
August.
Yeah, if I fail all my saves, I'm gonna be incapacitated.
Same.
All right. Yeah, let's put August on the horse then.
August and Ophelia on the horse?
Is anyone else 2 levels of exhaustion?
No, he's the worst. I have
Alright.
one.
Yeah, I have 1, so me and August on the horse.
Okay. All right, so you and
Thank you.
August are on the horse. Plus August just looks tired and he's still processing everything. Like Brendan and August are still
Yeah,
processing. all the
August is
information.
mostly like confronted with the idea of what leadership looks like in the hardest places, which is where he is right now.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. So
if
okay.
Vin just walks, is there a chance she gets like exhausted on the way down?
Yeah.
Can she? Let's see, how long does it last? Oh, it would take a
About
while to
3
get down,
hours.
right?
yeah, 3 hours.
Yeah. I was thinking she could like levitate down, but it's not nearly long enough.
You can't jump off because that just goes into the sticks, right?
Yeah. It is this tributary of the stakes.
I mean, I guess she could like levitate and
Lasts for like 10 minutes.
lower herself down and levitate, and then, but she'd have to make her way all around. It's not doable. All right, then we take the risk. She's not exhausted yet, so
All right.
she'll walk.
All right. So Ophelia and August don't have to make checks if they're riding the horse. That's fine. But I do need Tanis, London, and Mid to make 3 Constitution saving throws.
You just want 3 straight up in a row?
Yeah. Why not?
Is like a Ophelia riding next to us?
Yeah. You're good, Aura.
Yeah, I would assume so. Yeah.
Okay. All successes. London, you fail 1.
Yeah.
The rest are successes. London, you just fail 1.
Gotcha.
when
London's
did you-
last one should be a 16 with the aura.
Okay. Then that is a success.
Sweet.
So everybody succeeds. It's not that grueling going down. It never is, right? That grueling going downhill. That's why the save stayed the same. The DC. So you guys walk through these mutilated and crucified corpses with a little more clarity on who these people are and what really happened to them. And as you get to the bottom, didn't we have you cast Major Image again, but it doesn't concentration?
Right, my major image lasts until it's spelled.
Oh, okay. Well, then it's still there. And your Yama's kind of ass end is sticking out the back of it a little bit, but it's very not noticeable. And you guys can go to head towards reaching it. You still have to like walk around because you kind of didn't just park it right out front. So you just kind of still have to walk around. And you hear it before you see it. The neigh of a horse echoing across the blasted plains. And through fire in the sky above you. Riding sparks flying from beneath its hooves. It's Haruman. In hot pursuit. And I think that's where we're going to end the session.
Oh no.
A little early, but I think that's where we're going to end it.
Oh god.
Okay, so it's a 2-day ride back to the Coronan Interfector.
Yep.
We can make it.
Make it.
Steam would overheat.
Yeah.
That your engine's going to explode.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right, that's it for the session. Thank you all so much for watching. We will see you all on the next dive into the Descent. Stay sharp. Farewell, adventurers.
Farewell,
Adventurers.